Up, Joe. Let me share my shit. Okay. Your boy VicDamoane in the building. One more again. We need to talk about something, y'all. You know, we need to talk about something. You know, I'm noticing something. And I wonder if I'm like the only person that notices it. Right? Maybe it's because, people are in separate sectors and they don't understand, like, how this YouTube shit really works. Okay? Break open some of this weed and roll up a fatty. We had the sector reunion show right before Styles died in the black sector. Yeah, we did do that. We did. We had a reunion show. It's on LA page with me, Cliff, Styles. Everybody was on that bitch. Mike Mills. Hell, I tried to get Tyrone even on that motherfucker. I just missed him. But he's still doing his thing. Shout out to T Dog. Okay. But I want to talk about the mistake that Binary has made. Okay. Now, we all know that Binary is a troll, but it seems that he's somewhat of a biased troll because he's not keeping the same energy with various people. Okay. So I'm just pointing out after listening to his live stream, okay, I heard him say that he was aware of Diva Don Boyish putting out his wife's photos, putting out his photos, and he didn't care about what Diva did. But when it came to Lemon, he's upset that Lemon allowed ZX to come up there and show a picture of his face. And that was grounds, all right, for declaring war. Now, I just don't get that part because it's quite hypocritical to say, well, I don't care who puts my face out, who puts my wife out. I don't care what Diva does. But then you turn around and say, oh man, Lemon let ZX dox me. Starts to get a little hazy. Now, with the fact that Binary is ignoring Diva, Diva has now located Binary's job. Now that she has your job information, I promise you, she is going to do everything in her power to get you fired from your job. I don't know if binary is really ready for that. These black sector trolls that he's ignoring because, like he thinks it's based in numbers. Oh, Diva's not a threat because she don't have 400 people in the chat. It's almost like you're underestimating the power of the trolls. You get lost. You become a deer in the headlights. Okay? You can't say in one breath, I don't care about the numbers, then get to talking about the numbers. It's like feeding the one thing you don't do, you don't feed the trolls. You know, people wanted to try to downplay this YouTube shit as a gift and a curse. Okay? The question is, by now, are you willing to accept the curse that comes with the gift of success on YouTube? Are you willing to say, well, yeah, Diva's calling my job and I don't care, knowing that her plan is to use words, okay, against you? Now you can scream lemon, 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 lemon to the hills come home. But lemon ain't coming after your job, bruh. Okay? Lemon ain't going for your job. Lemon ain't going for your livelihood. Diva is. And even though these warnings are being put up like, yo, you need to watch your surroundings. You need to check this and check that. Okay? Now you might think the storyline is about Lemon. No. The storyline is about to be Diva contacting your job and doing everything in her power to make sure that you no longer work there. Now, Binary might say, well, ha ha, I got one up on you, school's out. Even I knew that Binary was a school teacher. Diva knowing that you're a school teacher is a bad thing. And I'm really worried that Binary is really going to downplay this thing all the way. And when he goes back to their school, they're going to say, I'm sorry, but we got some information that you was doing A, B, and C, calling people faggots, and this one's gay and that one's gay. We got this insight that you were a troll and you were doing all of this, all of that, and you ain't going to have no defense for it. See, when me and Diva was going at it, I knew for a fact that she was going to try that. I already knew. What Diva didn't realize is that I'm the one to brag about YouTube. Like a lot of people don't brag about their content, the stuff that they put up. But me, I was the exact opposite. I walked around with my channel like you know what I'm saying, on my back. I literally told everybody. I told my family. I told my friends. I told my coworkers. Told my bosses. Everybody. So when she called, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Now, in your case, right? Are you telling your friends, your family, hey, look, I got success on YouTube. Come check out my show. Right? Okay? Like what's the breaking point? Right? And people always ignore the warning. But Lemon ain't coming after you, Binary. Diva is. And you can downplay it and say, oh, well, she's a troll. She's not going to do any of that stuff. She's just saying it. She just, oh, okay. I guess you ain't been on social media long enough. Okay? You don't know who you dealing with. If Diva finds your job, then Diva finds your house. If Diva finds your house, she'll send CPS to your shit. She'll have your shit swatted. He really thinks like none of this is about to happen. It's like deer in the headlights. Deer in the headlights. I mean, you can't be that naive, right? You wanna protect your channel, right? These black sector trolls don't give a fuck about your channel. They wanna fuck with your real life. Black sector trolls, they thrive on fucking with your real life. They want to see you suffer on camera. Okay, and Diva's doing all this for audio. The rookie. So she's gonna, man, look. I don't know how many other ways I could say this. All right, but put it like this: Diva backed off of Pizarro and a few others, right? I've never seen her back off a dude. If she backed off of you, it would be a first for her. So, if I was you, Binary, I would contact my employer immediately and fess up before she does. If I was you. I would fess up before she does. Because if she get to talking to your bosses, Diva is the master of manipulation. She's not going to need a fucking chat room. She's not going to need a membership. She's not going to need any of that. It's going to be her with your bosses in a room all alone. And you talk about creating narratives. Do you believe that you're the only troll that can do that? Do you realize that there are trolls that have been doing this shit like well over a decade? You know, the reason why R. Kelly is in jail is because of a troll. Little Tay's mama got put on blast because of a troll. None of these trolls had chat rooms or membership buttons. See, my thing is, I'm not going to go at anybody without some form of information. Okay? The constant, hey, let's talk about lemon every goddamn day. At some point, y'all niggas got to get tired of that shit. Okay? Why the fuck you think I'll be playing the game? You feel me? Like, damn.
I guess the cat's out of the bag.
So, I really don't care who don't like me saying this shit, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Right? It's becoming an obsession. Okay? As a troll, I like honesty and down the middle. You know, when you said, well, Lemon went at me first, technically that's not true. Because that's what I was saying to Shakim yesterday. I said, wasn't Binary making fun of Lemon right when he came around? Wasn't Binary saying that Lemon was gay soon as he came into the circle? He said, "Oh, why is Lemon's voice pitched so high?" And him and MBK and Ghetto was all making fun of how he was talking and shit. I guess I'm the only nigga with a memory, right? So the way I see it, right? Like Binary, you were never loyal to Lemon in the first place. You talk about logic over loyalty. You prefer logic over loyalty, but logically, if anybody disagrees with you, right, you put them to the left, right? To the left, to the left. You don't want to hear it. Anybody that doesn't agree with you,
What up?
whatever you say, You feel me? Don't mind them people talking in the background. That's that PlayStation community I was telling y'all I was building. Pay no attention. Can't hear us no way. But like I said, I noticed on your live stream, everybody. Well, you know what? I gotta mute the crew back here, man. I gotta mute the crew. Thank you, thank you for the birthday shout out. I hate to lead a crew right here in the other community, but there's no way that's gonna work. So, again, I noticed that everyone that came in your chat room that had a disagreement with what you were saying or just wanted to debate you on what you were saying, you told your moderators to block those people immediately. But Lemon only sees things one sidedly. Okay? There's no clear lines there. You know? Another thing I remember you saying, Binary, is that, you asked Lemon to try writing shit down. For the record, none of us write shit down, brother. You're the only one doing that. There's a level of freestyling, and once you learn how to freestyle, you know, you get to a higher tier, and you never have to write it down. Okay, like because things that you write down is nothing more than a thought. So unless you got a bad memory or something, what would be the need to write it down? Either you gonna remember what you had to say, or maybe what it was you had to write it down because it was something that was minute and irrelevant. So you have to turn it into something to remember it. I have an excellent memory. I've never had to write a show down before I went live. Never. Even when I was doing news stories, even when I was covering the news, we never took a pen and paper and started writing shit down for what. Okay? You kind of got to remember your lines before you come on stage, not during. No performer has the script in their hand while they're live. Okay? Just a thought. People talk about being in acting classes. Acting tells you to remember your lines. Study your lines, because when it's time to act, we ain't got that paper in front of us. Okay? But yeah, I got to chop Binary up to a well, put it like this. He has almost become a super fan of Lemon. With the level of promotion that I saw, almost on like super fan, you know. But I get it, right? You out of school for 2 months and you don't go back until September, right? So you stay on here and you'll continue on until September, and then when September comes around, you'll tell everybody, "Hey guys, I'm leaving." Right? I'm out of here. But now, right? These trolls know who you are, know your wife, know your job. How do you leave? How do you walk away? And thinking these evil ass motherfuckers don't trickle off behind you. People don't realize the dangers of social media because they think everything is a joke, or they're just at a level of disbelief. They don't think it can happen to them. They don't think the drama can elevate and affect their individual life. You know, content is great as long as it's someone else, but when it's you, right, it becomes the worst thing in the world. Now, I see binary as like a level 3 troll. He's a level 3. There's levels to this shit. If he could survive Diva, then that would put him at like a level 4 troll. That would put him at a level 4 troll. Right now, he's a level 3. Now, Diva could decide to say, "Oh, I'm bored. I don't feel like messing with him." And he will remain a 3. But if she attacks him, okay, if she attacks him full throttle and he survives, he would be a level 4. She attacks him and he runs, he would go down to like a level 2. Because you have trolls that have all this energy, and then when the heat really comes, they be the first one coming live saying, "Y'all doing too much. Y'all stalking and harassing my family. I'm leaving this bitch. Don't look for me." How many content creators have we seen come up on this bitch, come live to tell us that they was leaving? "I'm leaving YouTube. I'm not coming back, you motherfuckers." And where they end up? Right back on this bitch. It's like, why say you gonna do something and then don't follow through with it? To me, it just makes no sense. Follow through. You said you out, right? This is it for you, right? Oh, why you still in? What happened? Oh, am I making real points? I ain't trying to. You know, I'm trying to stay low key. I'm trying to stay low key. Okay. Lemon is the LA of the beef sector. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. LA, excuse me, Lemon is the LA of the beef sector. No way in hell. Y'all know how I went over there and apologized, squash beef with that nigga. Me and this nigga never beefed again. Because I finally understood where the nigga was coming from, and he understood where I was coming from. That's how we was able to see eye to eye. Now you mean to tell me Binary is on that panel telling y'all that when he was talking shit about Lemon, Lemon was being too sensitive, then turn right back around and say, oh, he ain't gonna call me all them types of bitches. He called me a bag of bitches. That was too much. What? This is why I call him a level 3 troll. There is nothing, Lemon, that he could say that could fucking bother me. Okay? And there is really nothing I can say that's gonna bother him on some real shit. So the levels are higher at that point. The levels are so much higher. And Lemon, like this motherfucker, he basically troll you, just like LA. He troll you niggas in the doing what he wants you to do. That's what you don't get. Y'all niggas are doing exactly what he wants you to do. And there's no stopping you niggas either. There's no stopping you niggas. Okay? I mean, I get it, right? Nigga piss you off, got a right to express your emotions, right? But acknowledge that that's what they are, right? Acknowledge that they're emotions. And as a troll, you have to learn how to be unemotional. You have to learn how to turn your emotions completely off. And that's the problem. You can't be a troll content creator. That's a conflict of interest. You might as well be 607 talk about you a blood, crip, vice lord, Pyru, GD. Okay? It literally makes no sense. Okay? Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 What up, bro?
Hey, need questions. Your lawnmower all good? Battery charge up and shit?
One of them, yeah. You might have to charge one, and flip them.
Okay.
Charge one, and that bitch die. Charge the other. But you just if you cut the front, if you cut in the front of your shit,
Yeah, that's I'm just doing just
it's
up
not
front.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't even gonna need that much. It shouldn't even need that much use. One battery. I mean, they're right there. The battery's right there.
These ones right
Yeah, just pick up one and push the button. See how much juice? Because one of them got like
Full.
half of the juice, and the other one's
here?
full.
These are here.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one's full right
yeah,
here. Right.
and you need the key too to start it. That key on the table. No, this one. Yeah,
The fucking key.
yeah,
What type of fucking shit is
yeah.
that,
The rest of the
man?
shit is just pick up and screw type shit. You feel me? The little arms and shit. You just put them on. You feel me? I thought trolls didn't have feelings. Yeah, right. Okay. But motherfuckers is in their feelings right now. Whole lot of feelings on this bitch.
What you do this time?
You feel me? There's a whole lot of feelings. And you know what? Um, Again, the money can be enticing too. Like people making money on this bitch. Like I said, if you make $1 on YouTube, it will like flip you out because you turned air into $1. So that's deep, right? That's deep in itself. That's deep in itself. You feel me? But it's over there. Where is that? It should be sitting right there.
Yeah, it's right here. In the box.
Just grab it from the bottom. The legs is loose. I forgot. Yeah, the legs is loose. Yeah, like I grabbed it like from and then Yeah, my homie needed, neighbor shit, right? Everybody, snowflake. Shut your dumb ass up now. Now, talk about neighbors. Yeah, neighborhoods. But I also heard binary say he had a single family home income. God damn it. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you telling me you got a single family home income and Diva Tomboys got your motherfucking docs. And you are telling her, dox me, dox me, dox me, dox me. What the hell's wrong with these people, man? Okay? You lost your damn mind. Stop asking these motherfuckers to dox you, bro. Okay? That shit ain't cool. That shit is not cool. Asking niggas to dox you. What? Okay? See, the Bible talks about measurement and judgment, right? Okay. So if it's okay for Shakima to pull up on audio, then it's okay for Diva to find out wherever the fuck you live at and do whatever she want to do with your information. You see that is called uh, judgment. That's judgment. People don't see that though. I went to Shakima and was like, "Yo, don't do that." I was like, "Yo, don't." I was like, "Don't pull up on that little young dude, man. Don't do that." And then it comes back, oh yeah, audio and Diva, yeah, they on the same page, yada yada yada. Oh, oh, okay. I didn't know that, but okay. Diva and audio on the same page. Okay. Okay. Oh, that little stick wouldn't stop shit. Yeah, them sticks get grinded. Oh, wait. I forgot to give you the fuck here, bro. Shit. My dumb ass. I forgot to give you the other piece to the motherfucker. I knew I was forgetting something. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what the fuck am I forgetting? Like, I'm just staring at that bitch like, what the fuck am I forgetting? I know I ain't told this motherfucker something. Then it dawned on me, like, oh, yeah, you do kind of need that. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I got, yeah. Move, so wait. Oh, look, now ZX talking about code the master manipulator. All right. Damn. Yo. Hmm. Good question. I think I fucked around and left them bitches in the car. Bet you them hoes in the car. Yeah. I think I left my pack of squares in the car. I don't see them hoes nowhere. I didn't leave the house last night though either. So anyway. Okay. Yeah. So and Binary also admitted that he said, "Hey, don't mind me, guys. I'm a hood nigga." When you said you're living below your means, I understand. When you say you have a single family income, yeah, man, this shit is rough. One check to feed everybody. That shit is tight. All I'm saying is protect your single family income. Yep, I left him. Not here. Either that. Oh, yesterday is my what was that? Yesterday is my birthday. I didn't go no fucking where. Man, I didn't go nowhere. Couldn't remember. Between the drinks and the fucking other shit, I had a bunch of. Oh, no, I didn't. It right here. I found the right there. The whole pack of squares, y'all. Thought I left them in the car. Cause I'm a hood dude, right? Hold up. All right. My homie like, damn, y'all better get y'all electric lawnmower. My homie amazed by that bitch. He like, yo, I'm out here pushing this hoe with one hand. Okay. I said, I told you, man. I said, that bitch sweet. He said, there's no effort in that shit whatsoever. It's no effort with that fucking electric lawnmower. All that bitch need is the battery to be flipped out. Okay? That's why I got two batteries. I just flip them hoes out. Okay? But niggas need to protect their shit. Come on, man. Charge up for me. You feel me? Hold on. Let me get the chat room back up here because I don't know. When I'm horizontal and I plug the phone up, the chat disappears forever. So the only way to get the chat back is for me to like close and open right quick. You know, it's weird ass shit, man. Now I got the chat room back. Weird shit, man. Weird shit. Okay. I want to rotate. Can I rotate? There we go. Good shit. Rotate. Thank you. Now we hella good. Okay. Now we hella good. But I wouldn't be the one to doubt a diva tomboy. Okay. But I get it, right? You know? Don't listen to VicDamoane. I'm just the guy that comes up after it happens, and then I say, told you so. I'm just that guy.
Hold on.
Shut up, Snowflake. Yeah. You said,
Even when you have one of those bitches that's gas, where you have the bottom one you hold
Snowflake,
and it goes for you.
lay down. Bro, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. That bitch just chop it right on up. But yeah, it's the gas and the fucking oil. You know what I'm saying? That shit get messy. And then if that bitch cut off on you, yeah, man. That string ain't no joke. But yeah, that electric boy, shit, nigga, that bitch, I call that motherfucker the Tesla of lawnmowers right there. Look.
He said the Tesla.
All Tesla. Okay? That bitch push button start
Oh.
and like I said, the only thing that stopped that lawnmower is the battery dying. So like the grass on the left side of the house, that grass is thick. You feel me? So it takes more energy to chop that shit up. It chop it up, but you know what I'm saying? When I start getting towards the back,
Yeah.
oh yeah. But yeah, it's still motherfucking break that bitch down like it ain't nothing.
Right.
better do your research on these trolls. Y'all better do your research on these trolls. I'm telling you. You dig? Now look, I'm gonna sit back, y'all, and continue to watch. All right, from outer space. You dig? Y'all continue to observe. Okay? Don't get mad at me when I come around for those I told you so's. It's your boy VicDamoane. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right? We off to the gaming channel. Watching from the clouds. Deuce.